welcome everyone. I am Mike the Giant Rat on socials.
And I'm John, SeeWDW on socials.
All right. This is our live podcast to the about the parks and the socials for the week of 5/31/23. And John, how did your week in the parks go?
Went pretty well. I ended up going to Universal twice and Disney once this week. And I went to Universal on Thursday, and I actually went around lunchtime. And I usually don't do this, but I have so much paid time off that I could do it. So I wanted to see what happens if I, do something quickly. And so I decided I'm going to go and see the tribute store, fairly early, meaning the first day. And here's my dog. He's still angry.
We won't talk about what he's angry about.
Went to the tribute store. Yeah. We went to I should say I went to the tribute store. First thing I saw was this dinosaur, and there was a line to get in, which I didn't really schedule that into my time. That I decided, I'm going to drive there, come back. I didn't have waiting in line to get in here scheduled. But I wanted to say this is the dinosaur from the original Jurassic Park, or at least based on that. The Triceratops that wasn't feeling well. And from what I understand, Universal donated this a while ago to Give Kids the World. And they brought it back just temporarily, and then it'll go back to Give Kids the World. It's on their grounds there. So interesting.
That's very cool. I didn't know they donated that thing like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw that today. I was surprised, and I wanted to mention two people ahead of me was Tim Tracker, who did not get any special access either. So that made me feel better. He's quite famous to not get any special access to the tribute store. He was waiting in line. And let's see. The tribute store is in a new location this year. It's on, I don't know what they call it. It's in the Hollywood section of Universal Studios. It used to be in the New York section. And in the New York section, it was very big, many rooms. It's much smaller in the Hollywood section. And it's kind of diagonal across from the Bourne Stuntacular and the Monster Makeup Show. Kind of, it's at an angle from both. It's in between there on the opposite side. So, but as always, they did a great job. Lots and lots of merch and photo ops and just interesting things set up. And it's based on a 1993 movie, so it's the 30th anniversary tribute store. And I guess this is the workup. Like if they were making the movie, they've got pictures on the wall, models, notes, and then they even have a little setup of what they want to do ahead of time. So I don't know if movies actually work like that, but still interesting. Yeah, there's a big mold of the Tyrannosaurus Rex head. They have lots of clothes. I bought that. And I haven't bought any park merch in a long time, but Jurassic Park, though, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. My wife got that purse.
Oh, wow.
It's a Loungefly purse, it's a nice one. And I actually know the prices too. The purse was $90. This shirt was $40. But I'm related to a team member, so I got a nice discount on my stuff.
I love that shirt with the Korean or Japanese writing.
Yeah,
That's pretty neat.
They had a lot of that. I mean, I guess it must be big in Japan. Matter of fact, the hat that I have on, it's Jurassic Park, and I think it's Japanese writing going
Oh,
across.
cool, man.
I just like the hat, so I was like, while I had my discount, I was just grabbing stuff. I was like, well, it's very difficult to get there at the same time as my daughter, so I'm like, I'm just getting the stuff. So, and then yeah, you could get a Jurassic Park final scene diorama for $1,250.
Wow.
I thought I had a video of that. Oh, here it is. This is what that looks. It's just like a painting of the final scene where the dinosaurs are, the raptors are going after them, and T-Rex grabs at the last second.
That is super cool.
And then here's a photo op of the kitchen scene from Jurassic Park. You remember when the raptors were jumping around, looking at the kids in the kitchen, and they did a good job of that. Like I saw a lot of people taking photos where they're kneeling down here, like kids are kneeling down and the parents are taking the picture, and I'm like, that is a really cool photo spot, you know, that you're with the dinosaur looking for you in the kitchen. And they even have effects like this isn't real, like the stuff around the top, it's sunny and there's greenery all around. That's not Universal, that's all Hollywood make-believe. And they even have sound effects where you can hear movement outside, and you could see all the stuff move as things dart by. And I'm like, it's the little things like that are really cool, you know, like it's that goes a long way. And again, I'd like to say why, but Universal puts so much time into these shops, like they really do. This is like my hat. Yeah, I'm a little bit too fast, but and here's part of the windows. I can hear raptors outside going. You can hear them, and you see like the leaves moving around. And again, I'm sure there's nothing back there but more dead space in the building or something. But
wow,
they do a very good job with that. So they also had one of those spitting dinosaurs from the end of the movie. And you can get up close to that too. You could get a picture with that one too. And of course, the favorite is the T-Rex over the toilet. That's the one people like. So that's the good one. That's the one where you see most people getting the lining up for the picture.
I understand why. That is cool.
And they even do a good job with the effects, like as far as like the rain goes and stuff. There's the sound of rain and thunder, and you can even see the lines going by. They do the lighting to make it look like it's raining. So, you know, they recreated that scene pretty cool too. Yeah, there's a team member, I think, sitting on the toilet. And let's see what else. I got this shirt too. It's the annual pass holder version. And then there's another dinosaur as you go around the corner. Another photo op. He's sticking his head out through.
Oh yeah.
The power grid.
Yeah.
Here. So yeah, a lot of photo ops in there.
Another memorable scene.
Yeah, and they even have a little miniature of the Jurassic Park sign up, and they have lots of cupcakes and candy and stuff. And I got more of this because honestly, the next thing I did was go back there again with my wife, like a couple days later. So, but I didn't get any of this stuff. My daughter, when she went, she got a peanut butter and chocolate cake ball thing, and she said it was very good. So I didn't get anything though. Let's see. They had the original Jurassic Park playset there, um, which I guess if you're a collector is a big deal. Like that's something that's really
Hmm.
hard to find. You can see it there, the Jeep and the thing around the dinosaur. And in 1993, I was like 19, 18 or 19, so I didn't.
Yeah,
I was kind of past that part. But if I would have
me
been
too.
younger, that would have been a great play set. I would have been quite excited.
Hmm.
And they have lots of collectibles on display too. 30 years of Jurassic Park merchandise displayed. And there's the playset again, the box for it.
Hmm.
And then let's see. From there, I saw Scooby and the gang outside getting pictures. Um, Marilyn Monroe drove past. And let's say I went and looked at some of the Minion stuff. You can see it's a Minion popcorn stand. They're gonna do. So the Minions land is really coming along fast. And then I also saw Hello Kitty,
Hmm.
which is kind of weird. She's standing there and then she's in the window. It almost
Yeah,
looks like a picture I made on purpose like that, like a reflection or something.
like an old 80s photo where they
So
put the superimposed photo behind.
yeah, they
You
have
know what I
that one
mean?
up like a
Like
bigger.
the old cheesy photo.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. So on Sunday, we decided to go to Universal. This was my wife and I, and we met my daughter there because she gets a good discount because she's a team member. So we went back. They had some patriotic banners up and stuff for Memorial Day. They had some here too. I don't know what they do for Memorial Day, but
Hmm.
at least they had something up. It happened to be the 24th anniversary of Islands of Adventure that day too.
Wow.
And uh, so we met my daughter, went back to Universal so my wife and daughter could see the tribute store. And I finally got to see the Minion Land new sign. It's quite the elaborate sign. And, you know, I actually really like it. And the reason I like it is there's lots to see on it. Like I feel like if Disney made a new sign, it would just say like Minion and be like real minimalist. And it's like, I like all the stuff going on here. There's a lot to look at.
Yeah.
And I like that. Lots of Minions. That is not an easy sign to make. You're not going to
No, each
recreate that one.
character is individual and doing something different. I mean
Yeah,
that took something. That took some
yeah, they're
creativity.
doing crazy. Yeah, yeah. I really can appreciate that. And I did have some people say online, they're like, the Minions are boring, to be honest. And I'm like, they need to make areas for kids at the
Yeah.
Universal Park. It's always been their weak point. If they want to compete with Disney, and it's a great time to do it, get some kids stuff in there. And I think they're doing a great job doing that because again, it was hard to even get these photos because people wanted to get their picture taken in front of this. I do like this photo. The sun's shining right over.
Yeah, Keller
I
looks great.
always, yeah, I always like the. So I'm gonna show you the tribute store again, but this is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna just show you some of the different stuff. I took my time this time because I was there with my wife, so she was shopping. But a lot of
Very cool.
Ian Malcolm stuff, so he's always on the lookout for future ex Mrs. Malcolm. And then they had the Jeep too, the little die-cast Jeep Wrangler, and people asked me later how much was that because they didn't have it on opening day there. And of course, I didn't look. They have uh, ducks for Jeeps too. Now people in Jeeps give each other ducks or whatever. It's some kind of weird Jeep stuff, but so they have ducks that are based on the Jurassic Park characters. Um, there's my wife being afraid with the with the raptor
With
in
the
the
raptor.
kitchen. Yep, there she is on the toilet. I guess hands up means you're afraid. I don't know. But yeah, and let's see. I'm wearing this shirt right now. And I think this shirt was only $30. And I really like the fit of this one. It just fits so nice. Like, when you get old and out of shape, it's hard to find shirts that fit right. Like, I feel like a lot of the new clothing is made to fit like young and shape people. Like it like pulls in here and there, and it's like I don't want anything in anywhere. I'm just not ready. I don't
I
need that.
agree.
But with this one, it has that standard t-shirt fit. I liked it too. It's got like comic drawings of all the scenes from Jurassic Park. Does the Life Finds a Way 30 years? Like, I just really like that shirt. I don't know why. And like I said, I got it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they had Jurassic Park mugs or glasses, which always nice to collect. John Raymond. They have all the action figures, which I don't know why he has other arms in there. Oh, short sleeves and long sleeves.
Yeah.
I guess that's so he can take off his jacket. But that's
Yeah.
You think they just? Yeah. If I was a kid, I would love these action figures too. Like when I was a kid, that's the kind of thing I liked: action figures and play sets. Man, but that was a while ago. And there's my wife and daughter looking at the display case, getting a peanut butter thing. And I wanted to show you too. They have a Ian Malcolm brownie. It's got a full thing of him on top. I'm like, that is pretty funny that they do that kind of thing. That to me is distinctly universal feel,
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need a Dr. Ian Malcolm brownie, with him on top. It's like very, very, very universal. And they have other stuff. It's mostly just a trifle cake, but it says Jurassic Park little thing on it. It's like I don't know. I'm usually not into themed food, but I know some people are. So, and I was gonna say the prices aren't terrible. Like compared to Disney stuff. I mean, you can get a s'more for $5, cookie dough ball $5, fudge, which is a pretty decent chunk for $5. Ian Malcolm brownies $8. You got to pay a premium for that one. But,
well, they had to print his picture on there, right?
But yeah, he probably gets $3 for each one sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum, he's collecting on that. Every brownie gets some money for that. No, he'd probably that'd be funny if he did, but so yeah, and here's another look around the goodie case. Again, I don't get anything. And my wife asked, "Is there anything allergy friendly?" And they said, "Nope."
Hmm. It's because of the nuts and everything, right?
Yeah, it's not, well, they just don't seem to care as much there. Like at Disney, they're ready for every allergy. You could make up an allergy and they'll be like, "Yes, we have something for that." You know,
Yeah.
I'm allergic to Tuesdays. None of this stuff would cost us on a Tuesday. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yes, we have that." Like, all right, you got everything. You're ready for any allergy problem. Where Universal's like, nah, nope, don't have it. I don't know. I honestly think sometimes Universal says they don't have stuff because they don't want to be bothered with it, when they could do it, but they'd be like, I could either go into this big drawn out process or just be like, nah, we don't have that. So I think they're like, yeah, my life is a lot easier to say we don't have it. So yeah, there's some Jurassic Park coins of some sort. I don't know. I guess that's collectible. I don't know. The older I get, the less I want junk around my house.
That's how I feel too.
And I get enough junk, honestly. Like I got this from my daughter. Like they're giving these out first visit. They're new, so she brought. She took one home with her. She got one and was like, "Oh, new things," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I get things like that, but
Stuff like that's small enough, though. You can kind of find a place for it.
But I didn't buy it though. But anyway, I told my wife that I was just there and I rode nothing. I said we got to ride at least one ride, and it was crowded. It was very crowded. This was on Sunday, and it was just thick in crowds, even just walking through there. And so she's like, "ET," and I said, "Yes." So yeah, we did ET, and they have it all messed up right now. That it's a big construction zone back there, so you have to like walk through the exit and then go around through part of it. Like it's real weird how you get in, but it's crazy. I can't believe they're still operating ET, even though everything's shut down in that back area. But they cut out a space for ET to keep it going. So I'm glad they did. It's still one of my favorite rides. So
that's what, if you would ask me what if I was there with my wife, it would be E.T., Born Stuntacular, and the horror and makeup show. That's what we would do.
Yep. Yeah, very good stuff. And everyone always says Universal. All it is big coasters and stuff. It's like it doesn't have to be.
No.
They got other stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed my trip on ET, like I always do, and I just wanted to see what this looks like. This is the flight over the town, and I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. This always reminds me of the
Peter Pan.
But
yeah,
I always say, who did it better though? And I'm not 100% sure. They're different, Like I feel like there's a lot more in this one, but I don't know. And I was on the left side middle, so I got some, like I usually don't get to see like this guy real good. So I got a couple pictures of things that I don't usually get to see. And on my way out, because of where the sun was, I was like, yeah, let me get a couple more quick pictures of the Minion sign. So I did that. Let's see, and that's about it for Universal. We left there. So now's the part that gets a little bit interesting. I had no plans on going to the park on Monday because it's Memorial Day, and I had off. My wife had to work. I was at home, and around noon I looked, and the lines, the crowds didn't seem that bad, and I was going to go to Hollywood Studios because they surprise opened Rock and Roller Coaster, and I always forget they have a single rider line. I've never gone in that, And I go to that park by myself so often. I'm like, why don't I just go in that single rider line? That's so dumb. Like I forget it's there. Anyway, by the time I was getting ready to leave, the lines went up a little bit there, and I can say around like 11 o'clock, it said 11:30. Rise of the Resistance was at 45-minute wait, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And like Tower of Terror was like 25-30 minutes, and I was like, this is not bad at all. I'm like, this stuff should be, packed. And but it did go up a little bit, and then I looked at all the parks and I noticed Magic Kingdom seemed to have the lowest wait. So I was like, I'll go to Magic Kingdom. I don't care. Like I it's a pain in the butt to get in there, but I was like, I'll just it's all right. I don't have anything else to do. I have a day off of work. I don't want to be sitting at home on my day off of work. So I drove myself to the Magic Kingdom, and I got there around 2 o'clock, and I wanted to mention, but you can see here. I'm going to mention right now too. At around 2:45, I thought to myself, I'm going to check Tron, see if I can get a virtual queue. It was available. I was like, oh,
Wow.
cool. They threw it in. I didn't end up riding it though. I forgot I even had it, and I was at home later that night, and it popped up and said it was ready. I was like, oh crap, I forgot I got that. I didn't really want to wait 40 minutes for Tron anyway, because that's where they seem to like to keep it. But I wanted to show you, based on, here's a couple little. Notice the crowds there. Like, look at that. Like, normally I can't even see the rain. It's just pure people. It was weirdly uncrowded there, and I did I did some ambiance videos just being there, and I could hear the background music very clearly. And the last time I could hear it like that was when they first reopened after they were shut down in 2020. And so I thought that was very weird. Memorial Day, I assumed would be fairly busy. It's a 3-day weekend. A lot of people have off. I know it's more of a grilling kind of picnic kind of thing, but still, if you're looking for a time to go to Disney and you got 3 days off, usually it's just there's enough people to pack it in.
Yeah.
And
It's always predicted to be a high crowd day.
yeah, I had no thought of going. Look at walking into Tomorrowland.
Oh my
Just one
goodness.
family's in front of me, and then beyond that, if they wouldn't have been there, it would have been pretty much clear sailing.
It
And
almost
here's a
looks
weird.
as empty as the Stitch building.
Well, yeah, that's on purpose, though. They need that money. But I was going to say, this is the first time, even after when this thing reopened in 2020, even when the parks were low, there was a lot of locals there. So I remember I still had to wait to get on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. They would stop it for a while and let it like clear through the people, and then let more, and that's how they always run it anymore. But even in 2020, that was the one ride that seemed to have a line. I think all the locals just wanted to go on it or something. Monday, Memorial Day, I didn't wait at all. I literally walked in the line. I didn't go through a bunch of turnstiles either. Walked. It was like the olden days where, well, TTA is a walk-on. That's what's good about it. You don't have to wait in line for it. I have waited in line every darn time except for that. So I was like, wow, that is just weird. No wait for the TTA. And I know you might not think that's a big deal. So I was walking past the Haunted Mansion, and it said 35 minutes. I'm familiar enough with the Haunted Mansion to know that it did not look like 35-minute wait to me. I got in the line, in the queue, and it was I was inside within about 10 minutes, which is
Wow.
very low.
Yeah.
And the stretching room was empty enough and stuff. I went live there. I started my live in the stretching room, which I never do because you get so stuck in there and then you can't leave. And then the next room, like everybody would drop off before you even get to the ride because they'd be like, this is boring. It's nothing's going on. It was empty enough feeling in there that I'm like, I'm going to start the live in the stretching room. And I did. And it worked out great. Very little wait in the next room. Got on. I think the only thing I waited for was the handicapped entrance comes in the back, and then they stop the line and let them get on. So I had a very nice trip on the Haunted Mansion. Yep, there we go. It's back to
Amazon shutting you down.
yeah. As much as I want to like Amazon Web Service, they I don't know why they decide I can't show pictures when I'm trying to go through this. But anyway, the Haunted Mansion was about 10 minutes. I actually stopped once here. I might have to post this picture. This is pretty cool too.
That is a
Not
great picture.
something you see very often. I gotta write that down. I there's probably so many great pictures and stuff that I take that I never think about again because I got thousands of them. Just more go in, and I'm like, why wouldn't I post that? That's pretty darn cool. Like if I saw that, I would be like, wow, I I I would click like on that one basically.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I went through the Haunted Mansion. From there, I walked over towards Big Thunder Mountain. The bears were out. There's no
Oh,
lines for the
cool.
bears. People just randomly get taken with them. Kind of felt like the old days. You just run into a character and say, "Hey, walk right over, get your picture taken if you want." And again, I don't know if you can see it, but front view end was not busy at all. It
Hmm.
was empty. Like everything's empty. And I decided to try Big Thunder Mountain. Um, let's see, what did it say? It said 25 minutes. Now, Big Thunder Mountain, it was probably about 15 or 20 minutes. When I saw that, I was like, I'm going to walk right on here. And I would have, but there was this weird surge of lightning laners. Like all of a sudden, the lightning lane started going and it just didn't stop. Like something must have broke earlier or something because there wasn't enough people for that to happen. But so I have a feeling that under normal circumstances, on a day like that, this would have been a 5 minute wait too. But probably because of breakdowns and changing stuff, Lightning Lane got hit when I was there. So
Well, either that or the train pulled in Frontierland, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
maybe a
I guess,
bunch of people.
but it
Yeah.
seemed to happen a bunch of times, So yeah, I ended up waiting too long for that one. Actually, yeah, 27 minutes. I waited 2 minutes longer than it said.
Hmm.
And again, I wasn't mad. 27 minutes to be on the train, that's fine. For Memorial Day, I thought that was pretty darn good. So, and I asked for the front seat because I noticed they weren't putting anyone in the front seat, like the very front seat, because this is your view.
Yeah.
I told them I like that view and I want to be in the front seat because I find it to be have a different feel to it for videos. I I don't. It almost feels like out of control. You look through it like that. It gives you a certain, like look at that. That's like a certain aesthetic feel. The train's in front of you, moving all around. So again, if you're a little kid or something, you probably don't want that. But for Instagram videos, I think it's really cool, and I like that. So I asked for it, and yeah, it was empty. But I did look at. I wanted to point out I never noticed this before. Big Thunder Mountain. I'm looking out the windows, and people are throwing money out there too. Do you ever notice all that money?
Yeah. I've noticed that before.
And then
That's
I
towards the
got to
back right
another
there, right?
part.
In the queue.
Yeah, that was the back. This is the side. They're
Yeah.
throwing money all over the roof. I'm like, that to me, that seems disruptive. Like somebody has to figure that out. Money is heavy. You don't want money sitting on roofs everywhere and getting caught in rain. And I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't seem. I know when they throw it in the water, everybody's like, "Oh, that's cute." They'll clean it out occasionally and give it to charity. It's like I don't. I wouldn't want that to be done on anything I own. Like
Right.
don't throw change all over it. That's kind of destructive. But anyway, then from I also did take a look at not much of a look, but I did look over at Splash Mountain to see that they're fixing it good.
Yeah.
They're fixing it real good.
Yeah. It doesn't exactly look like a mountain anymore, does it?
It's Splash Hill, Splash Light Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, they cut off the head of Brer Rabbit that was up at the top.
Yeah, I saw
Thank
that.
goodness. I just feel better in every way now. So from here, I was walking past Pirates. Pirates said 20 minutes. And in my experience, when Pirates says 20 minutes,
Walk on.
it's a walk on. Yeah, that's my thought. And you can see I was correct. Here's the queue. That's the queue. I could actually hear the background music playing. That same family in the picture.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you could hear the music playing in there. And I was on the boat in 3 minutes and 44 seconds. That includes walking through the line. That is, yeah, that's basically, I walked directly on and sat down and rode Pirates. And again, the guy that sat by me, I said, it's amazing. Under 4 minutes, I'm on Pirates on Memorial Day. And he said, I was thinking the same thing. Like, just really weird.
Holy goodness. Look at that. No one.
There will be people. They're getting on.
I see. Okay.
But look, it is
That's
empty. The people aren't waiting there to come.
Right.
Look how long it's taking because there was nobody there. They're getting on now. They're waiting for people to come in the line because there's no backup at all. There's no wait. Like you need to hurry up to jump on, or you're gonna have empty trains running. So yeah, that is quite the thing. And again, what is it like? Is Pirates getting less popular now? I know it takes a good amount of people through, but to me, I still think it's great. Like, but maybe Disney should change it to Moana or something. I don't know. That's a free one for Disney executives. So you can have Moana here. Actually, they have those stupid little pirate things in there.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. They could be here. That would be perfect. So one thing I didn't like about the movie, my family told me how great it was. I was like, what are those little dumb things that are like, what are they? I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, yeah, that's an interesting one too. That's looking backwards. So I did Pirates. Always enjoyable. And I think from there, I decided to leave. I wanted to get home and feed the dogs around like 5:30, 6 o'clock ish. But I got some pictures of the partners statue too, because it didn't have the normal pile of people just sitting in front of it or blocking it. So I was like, oh, partner statue. I can actually walk up to it and see it. So that's difficult to do. But I heard a rumor they're going to change it to Moana anyway. They gave the Disney executive a big raise. He came up with that. They were like,
yeah.
That's perfect.
Yep.
So then I walked out, and I decided before I was go home, I'm going to take a ride through um, Epcot and just see what's. Yeah, I can't play that one. And see what's going on with what do you call it?
The construction.
Yeah, the construction for Moana. I keep talking about Moana all day when it comes time to see that. But of course, it's not letting me see that because of the file size. Hmm, that really stinks. I did it in pro resolution, so I guess it's too big of a file to actually see. But anyway, the it looks pretty good right now. Like
The Tafiti.
I couldn't see Tafiti, but I could see the land itself. I'm going to try to bring that up quick, but we'll see if it works or not. Yeah, the problem is I did it in pro resolution so I could zoom in. Like it does it in real high pixel rates so I could zoom in. But anyway, we'll look at that in a minute. It's practical. It looks like it's practically done, but it's not that interesting to look at anyway. So in the meantime, I can start. Actually, I know where. I don't even need to do that. Right here it is. Never mind. This is, and a matter of fact, my Disney one is even better. You'll be able to see. Here's the area here, and here, and then I'll go by it in slow motion, zoomed in a little bit, so you can just see a little bit better as to what's going on in there. You know, it's nothing spectacular, but again,
It does look almost complete, though.
Yeah, but they've been doing this for years, though. Like, what are they? I heard somebody say they should have added a new country area for like the Hawaiian, the Pacific Islands or whatever, and that would have been perfect there. Just put it back in the countries. What's it doing out there? But I told them Epcot is about remembering movies now, not the future or anything, so it's fine. It fits perfectly. The only education going on is about Xandar in the.
Yeah.
You can learn about a fictitious planet from a movie, but they'll teach you all about that. But nothing real though. So, but anyway, that's about it for the parks. I've been having a little bit of a renaissance in my Universal reach has been going down. My Disney reach is going up. You can see here, this is my Disney. All of a sudden, one day, it's like, and now you're doing well again. And you know what I noticed? I was very sparse in my posting this weekend. Like I really wasn't doing much. I feel like I didn't post the normal things I do. I didn't post a Splash Mountain this week. I think I was rewarded for not doing terrible things like posting Splash Mountain. I don't know. I hope
That's
not.
Very possible.
And then my Universal 3 million. This is the one that was 5 million plus since at least December, and it dropped down to 3, but it didn't go any further down yet. I have a feeling it's going to go to around 2.9. I'm getting no more hits with that, like nothing big. So again, I don't really care that much. It's all good. I'm up to 123,000 followers on my Disney account. And I haven't had anything. Well, I shouldn't say that. 135,000. I recycled my Tower of Terror one that I use. It's probably been 6 months to a year since I used it last. And 942,000 for that stupid Remy hat one. Why that is, I don't know. Like out of all my videos, this is one of the least impressive ones that you'll find on this page. Almost 1 million views.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's rare. I guess it's rare now.
it did good the first time I used it too. Again, that's an old video. So if you're trying to generate a big audience, it's good to try to remember the ones that do well, like this, and every so often throw them back in. People don't remember or care, or new people get shown. Like it works. So somebody like me who's been doing it a while gets a lot of things that I know are good that will hit. And again, I don't know why they hit, but I know that they hit. So
Hmm.
yeah, I wanted to point out too. If you remember, I'm on the bonus for TikTok. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. See how it flashed by?
They're not letting you. Not letting you.
Anyway, my bonus for TikTok's been doing good. It's actually higher than this. It's like 650 right now. So I'm doing good with that. Like that's getting to be pretty cool. And the for TikTok, the one that hit was I did a full ride on Expedition Everest. It's up to 850,000 views. And if you remember, I've been trying to get 1,000,001 to see what happens with my bonus. So this is the closest I got so far. The other closest was 349 for the Hulk. But usually when they get this high, they keep going. Like it might slow down, but it should get me at least 1,000,000. And normally this would be my 1,000,001 too. But because something's performed by professionals, it kind of stopped growing. I never figured out how to dispute that either. I don't think I can. So I don't know. I don't know what's being performed. My wife has her hands up. Maybe that's what it is.
That's probably what it is. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. But so anyway, TikTok is doing pretty good. I'm trying to mix stuff in with it. Like I did the Space Mountain Q. That's 15,000. That's pretty good. I'm trying to mix in some because you never know what's going to hit. So I'm trying to do a little here and there. I'm up to 85.8 thousand followers, so that's a good thing. So TikTok's paying me. TikTok's growing. TikTok is giving me some good amount of views. So all that's pretty cool. Instagram, not so much, but again, I don't get paid anything for them anyway, so I guess I shouldn't be too concerned. So I'm at 123,000 for my Disney and 132 for Universal. And like I said, Universal hasn't been hitting anything big, but they've been doing solid though. Like 40,000 for my Minion sign, 30,000 for Jurassic Park, 38,000 for my tribute store. Again, this wasn't worth me taking off of work and driving there and just to put this up a little bit earlier to get 30,000 views. So for me, unless there's a reason for it, I'm probably not going to make a habit of that kind of thing. I just figured I'd try it. I thought to myself, I have all this PTO. What if I did go there and get stuff, But again, Orlando Informer already went in hours before and posted it all, so it doesn't matter. My account isn't about being the first to get anything, so I shouldn't worry about it too much, but yeah. And again, I have some that are all right. 80,000, 70,000, 93,000. But that's my $1 million video though. It's only got
Yeah.
93,000. That should be like 10 million.
Yeah.
So they don't like it.
Ah,
So yeah, 200,000 for the mummy.
that's because everyone copied you with it by now.
Yeah, everybody in the world tried it, but I don't blame them though. They all probably thought the same thing. Why in the heck is this guy getting such huge views on a video everybody has? But and then to actually get your iPhone out and hold it and go down like the whole ride, like this is a video that has a bunch of stuff from the ride that only gets 45,000 views. It's like, so this one actually I put it all together, put a song, lots of clips, including going down the big thing at the end. Well, if I would have just recorded it from the bridge, that's much better. So that's how it rolls, how it goes. Doesn't make sense, but that's how it goes.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's recovering a little bit for you on social media.
Yeah. Some up, some down. That's why I'm glad I have more than one account. My Disney's going up a little. My Universal reach is going down. TikTok, which was pretty stagnant for a long time, started going up. And they're giving me money. Instagram's not. It's like, it's a mix.
Very cool. All right, John, where can they find you online?
You can find me at SeeWDW on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, SeeUO on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, and you can find me at The Giant Rat on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, YouTube, all the socials. All right, that should do it for this one. We will see you on the next one.